practice that I do, so the piece that I submitted was Dreaming in the Presence of Dreams. I do a practice that I call awake dreaming, where I enter a trance and go into kind of an altered space and enter the place that I'm in. The difference for this piece with me is I've never done it. I've done it in places, but I've never done it in a spot that's actually been created by artists. So to be responding to artists as well was a new piece for me, and what was created by artists. I'm just going to read a little bit here. So about the dreaming process. So dreaming crosses all boundaries, whether personal, political, historical, or spiritual. As an artist, researcher, teacher, I engage in awake dream practice as a form of subtle or slow activism to cross boundaries and enter the unfamiliar, the unknown. So I've done this practice as an inquiry for many years, and so what I do is I have a little Zoom recorder and I record myself when I'm in that space. So I speak out loud, and then I leave and I transcribe what I've spoken, which often doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And then I've been turning them into involuntary poems. So, which is basically bringing the disparate pieces together. So I'm going to share my involuntary poem with you that I did, and I did it sitting by one. I was sitting kind of low in the stones that was in front of the second, so not this waterfall, but the one behind it. And interestingly, there's no water happening today at that waterfall. And there were people milling around, and I sat there with my little Zoom, but no one could hear me because of the waterfall sound, but my Zoom got me. So here's the piece that I got, and I hadn't been through the whole memorial by that point. I thought I was at the end of it and found out later that it continued on. So this is what came, and I'm calling it Beholden. She sits at the fountain in the sun, convalescing. She sits in the sun, convalescing, enters the water, enters into the water warmed by the sun. Water warm transports her behind the waterfall, where she sits, watching the people through the water flow. Through the flow of water, she witnesses the people, witnesses all the people. The wounded people, the people tired, the people hurting, the people crying, the people grieving, the people worrying, the people searching, the people trying, all the people right where they are, the people right where they should be, the people tired, the people angry, the people sad, the people searching, the people wanting, the people desiring, the people knowing. She witnesses all. The people working, the people not working, the people lost, the people found, the people so afraid, the people so afraid, the people so not knowing, the people so afraid. And she watches, she listens, she witnesses, she witnesses, she watches, she witnesses, and she watches, she watches. She watches people playing, she watches people exploring, she watches people looking and wondering and questioning why? From behind the flowing, powerful water, from behind the permeable wall, she watches and holds them in her gaze, in her heart. She holds them. Beholden people. No, we are beholden. She thanks the fountain for holding her at the center, allowing her to look out, look upon, look with her people. She slides back into the water, surfaces on the edge of the fountain, lays on the dry ledge. Sun dries her. She curls up, convalesced.